Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Diamond Out Coaching. Entertainment for coaching. Link down below, Discord down below, donations down below, everything down below. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Patreon down below. Also, I forgot all about my Patreon. Goddamn. But yo, let's hop into this. We just gonna get to it, bro. We're gonna talk about what are your spirits, what it means to nurture your spirits, what is mana slash manas, what are higher manas, lower manas versus higher manas, why nurturing your spirits and connecting to higher manas will make you more intelligent, and how to nurture your spirits and connect to higher manas. And lastly, and lastly, how to know if you're nurturing the right spirits and truly connecting to higher manas. Then we will conclude the video. So let's hop right the freak into this, bro. I would recommend watching the Agni Yoga video because I may say some things that came from that video. Who knows? But you know what I'm saying? First things first, what even are your spirits? So, your spirits are the different intelligences that exist within inside your body and inside of higher dimensions. So when it comes to the spirits, right, inside your body, the intelligence inside your body, right, you have the ones inside the liver and the ones inside the heart. You see, your heart knows how to beat. By the way, intelligent means to know how to do something. And then even in Google, they also add to know how to act out that knowledge. That's more of like willpower, but like intelligence and will are kind of like two sides of the same coin type shit. So it's like, yeah. But anyway, it's the ability to know and act out that knowledge, right? So your heart knows how to beat and act out that knowledge by beating. Your liver knows how to detox and acts that knowledge out by detoxing. You know what I'm saying? So your liver, right, is different from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And the intelligence is inside of you, right? They kind of like control your thoughts and shit like that and your emotions, right? So your anger, so your liver deals with anger, you know what I'm saying? And your heart deals with hate. But your liver, when it's healthy, could deal with kindness. And your heart, when it's healthy, deals with love and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So your liver is different from your heart. Anger and kindness is different from freaking love and hate. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the spirits are inside your body and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they also exist in higher dimensions. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to that also, but just think about it as your thoughts and emotions, your higher thoughts and emotions. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into that. So, what does it mean to nurture your spirits? Nurturing your spirits means caring for the different intelligences that make up your body and also exist on higher planes. So we're going to talk more about how to actually nurture them, but just simple example. Take care of your heart, your liver, your small intestine. Your heart and small intestine are linked. Your liver is linked with some other shit. It's not all in my head right now, but like I am memorizing it. But I know the basic ones, the heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, you know what I'm saying, and spleen and shit, you know. Take care of all them shits. Now, what is mana slash manas? So when you look up just the word mana on Google, it says pervasive, supernatural, or magical power. So I'm pretty much just saying spiritual slash magical power and energy. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what mana is, right? Now, when you look up manas, right? Because mana and manas are different. Like you have mana of like just the whole spiritual power energy shit. Then you also have manas on some Indian Sanskrit shit, right? So when you look that one up, right? What popped up was so in Sanskrit, manas means thought. And inside Indian philosophy, right, the human mind it pretty much means, the human mind. Specifically the part that coordinates sensory impressions before they are presented to the consciousness, right? So what does that really mean? When you look at what the word coordinate means, right? Because it says that it coordinates sensory impressions before they are presented, before they come up to the consciousness, right? So coordinates means to bring different elements of a complex activity or organization into a relationship that will ensure efficiency or harmony, right? So pretty much, what does that all mean? Manas is the part of the mind that brings sensory impressions, aka it brings information from the senses into a harmonic relationship, which eventually leads to the thoughts and emotions which are presented to the consciousness. So pretty much, manas puts together random sensory information and then turns them into concrete thoughts and feelings. That's what that whole entire shit meant when it said that it's the human mind, specifically the faculty which coordinates sensory impressions before they present to the consciousness. You know what I'm saying? It just gathers together information from the senses. It says, okay, you have this shit, and this shit. Let's make a thought based upon this shit. Let's make an emotion based upon this shit. Bang. That's what manas does. It's the part of your mind that does that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting those two words together, mana and manas, to pretty much mean spiritual energies, right? So right now, I even wrote down in my notes. In this sense, I'm using manas to mean intelligent spiritual energy or intelligent non-physical energy that is able to receive and interpret information from the senses and put them into concrete thoughts and emotions that eventually appear to our consciousness. That is what I'm saying manas are. When I say connecting to higher manas, this is what I mean. You're connecting to higher parts of your mind that pretty much are non-physical energies that are able to pretty much interpret information from your senses and put them together into thoughts and emotions. So what are higher manas? Higher manas are the more intelligent spiritual energies that are responsible for creating the higher thoughts and emotions that we experience. Now let's look at lower manas versus higher manas. Oh my, I hate how oh my God, that just blew me. I'm trying to scroll on my jaw, not just freaking deleted something, but it's all good. We just got Command Z, bang, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, lower manas versus higher manas, right? Lower manas are lower spiritual energies that can interpret a situation that didn't go your way and then generate thoughts that can make you mad. That's an example, right? But higher manas, right? Anytime you see me doing this, my ear popped and I gotta fix that shit. That should be annoying as fuck. That's why I always do that shit. But anyway, higher manas, right, are higher spiritual energies that can interpret that same situation, but instead of generating thoughts and emotions that make you angry, you get thoughts and emotions that help you learn and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is why when it comes to manas, the part of your mind that pretty much has certain non-physical energies that can interpret all this information and put them into thoughts and emotions, you can interpret the same information several different ways. And different manas, different spiritual energies interpret information differently than other ones. It could be the same exact shit, but you interpret it differently. This one you get mad as fuck. This one you actually learn some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same situation. So, why does nurturing your spirits and connecting to higher manas make you more intelligent? Well, when you care for the different spiritual energies that make up your body and exist in higher dimensions, you allow your spirits to become more intelligent, meaning they will be able to process information better and provide you with higher thoughts and feelings. As you connect with higher manas, you are connecting with higher intelligences that provide you naturally with higher thoughts and emotions. This ultimately makes you more intelligent because you're able to process information better, which gives you the ability to know more and act out that knowledge in different ways. And what's intelligence? The ability to know more and act out that knowledge, right? So if you're processing information, right, on a higher level to the point where you're knowing way more shit, you see way more lessons, you just perceive way more shit than normal, right? You have more knowledge now that you can act off of. Therefore, you become more intelligent. That's why you must nurture your spirits and connect with your higher manas. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you actually nurture your spirits and connect with your higher manas? To nurture your spirits, you need to learn how to care for them. That's what nurturing your spirits means. Nurturing your spirits means learning how to care for these intelligences that exist within inside your body in the higher dimensions. You gotta learn how to care for these spirits, right? How to care for these intelligences, right? To care for the spirits that exist inside your body, you need to take care of your organs. If your liver is messed up, then the intelligences inside your liver are more prone to causing you anger. This is because when you don't care for your spirits, they aren't as intelligent. Therefore, they can't interpret information in a higher, more intelligent way, which will lead to thoughts and emotions of kindness inside your liver. So it's like when it comes to your liver, right? So you could cleanse it with like actual food and herbs, but there's also energetic cleansing, right? I'll put a book for that shit. I'll put a book about how to pretty much go inside your organs and transform the energy inside there to make your anger turn into kindness, make your hate turn into love and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because inside your organs, right? Your organs hold certain memories and information. You know what I'm saying? And then the intelligence inside that organ thinks based upon that information. So when you don't cleanse your organs, right, you tend to have a whole bunch of negative memories and stuff inside there, right? And when you have all this negative shit inside there, right, you tend to interpret it in that negative way. As you cleanse them energetically and stuff like that, right, you clear the memories out. So what happens is, right, the same memory is gonna be there and pop up, but you're gonna interpret it differently. Your liver will interpret it differently. So instead of being like mad and stuff like that, you're gonna actually start learning how to purify that, and then eventually have your liver only deal with kindness and not deal with anger and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So as you care for your organs, right, you literally cleanse them of negative memories and negative thought patterns and emotions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the spirit inside there can actually interpret shit better. The intelligence inside your liver can actually interpret information better and then give you more kindness instead of anger and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. On my phone, I have a mirror on the back of my phone, so I can kind of see how my chain is like, you know what I'm saying? It has like this part right here instead of on the back. It's kind of blowing me, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, right, to nurture your spirits that exist in higher planes deals with connecting to higher manas. So As you care for your body, you already start to bridge the gap, which allows you to connect with higher manners. But there is more you have to do. That's why I say bridging the gap and connecting to higher manners, because you have to stuff inside your body, right? If your body's all kinds of fucked up, you're gonna be angry with the liver. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hateful with the heart. You're gonna be sad with the lungs. You're gonna be closed off with the fucking spleen. You're gonna be worrisome and fearful with the kidneys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you can't even connect to the higher shit. You know what I'm saying? Your organs are even functioning high. Therefore, you can't even connect to the super duper high shit. Once you clean the organs out and get them shits right, though, right? Now you have the kindness, you have the love, you have the openness, you have the confidence and gentleness and stuff like that. You have the sense of righteousness inside you also and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what starts bridging the gap. But there's more than just helping out your organs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, why am I saying that? Different spirits, right? Different non-physical intelligences give you thoughts and emotions that you can eventually act off of. Every time that you act off a thought and emotion, you nurture the spirit that is behind that thought and emotion. So to connect to higher manners and to nurture those spirits, you need to act based upon your higher thoughts and emotions. Do you see what I'm saying now? So every time you get the impulse to do like a bad habit, right? And you do a bad habit, you nurture the spirit behind that habit. And then it keeps on coming through to you more and more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? But when you have the higher impulses like, oh, let me go read this book, let me go meditate real quick, right? That's you, and you actually do it, that's you nurturing your higher spirits and your higher manners. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the more that you act off these higher manners, right, the more they will actually be able to come through and give you more thoughts and emotions. Sometimes you get a thought to meditate. If you do that, you will nurture that spirit. Sometimes those spirits can make you eat certain foods also. You might get a craving to eat an apple, and the energy from that apple will give energy to your body and to the spirit behind the intelligence, and give energy to the spirit behind the thought to eat the apple and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, when you get the urge to eat certain healthy foods, that could also be higher manners and stuff like that, higher intelligence that say, hey, if you eat this shit, it's gonna nurture your body, and it will nurture me also. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you could literally eat food to connect with higher spirits and stuff like that and higher manners. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this does not always mean though that something like eating meat is coming from a negative spirit. Like it can. You know what I'm saying? However, you could have like warrior ancestors that make you eat meat, for example. And as you eat the meat, you connect with your warrior ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be a negative intelligence though, you know, it could be that. So it really does depend on the person and why they're doing it and how they act as a result of doing it. This is why I added the part that says, how do you know if you're nurturing the right spirits and truly connecting to higher manners? So it's pretty simple. First step, observe how what you do affects your life. If the thoughts, emotions, and actions that you take are making your life go pretty much to shit, then you're following lower spirits and intelligences. Now, lower does not mean bad. It just means that these intelligences are not intelligent enough to process information in a way that will lead to higher thoughts and emotions that would make you act in a way that has your life go good type shit. That's what that means. It doesn't necessarily just mean bad, evil spirits. A lot of times, like your liver, like for example, all the different spirits inside your heart, liver, freaking gallbladder, and fucking intestines and fucking kidneys and shit. All that shit is just like part of like your main spirit, but it splits into like 5 different aspects type shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, right, that should still be you for real. Like that shit is highly, I'm not gonna say it is your personality, but it is still more aligned to your personality than some other kinds of spirits and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times it be you fucking you up. You can't even blame, oh, it's a negative spirit that, no, it's your own intelligence, just one part of it. Like one part of you knows how to be kind, one part of you knows how to be loving and stuff like that. But those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? One part of you could be angry, one part could be freaking sad. Those are two different parts to it. You know what I'm saying? But it's still all you. You know what I'm saying? It's only a separate intelligence because the angry intelligence is different than the freaking sad intelligence. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why it's different. You know what I'm saying? But it's still you, just different parts of you. So with that being said, lower spirits don't always mean bad spirits. It just means that the parts of you that operate behind sadness and anger and all this other shit, those ones aren't that intelligent right now. Therefore, they can't give you higher thoughts and emotions that allow you to act in a certain way that allow you to have your life go good type shit. So observe what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice that what you're doing is not like the best for you and your life is not going the best, The first step would be to get your body right, and then learn to act off the higher thoughts and emotions that come through. For an example, right? Let's say you're a very angry person, right? Your liver may be completely fucked up. You're gonna have to do some like liver detoxing, whether it be with food or energetically. Because let's say you eat healthily for your liver, but your shit's still fucked up. You may have a memory inside there that's getting processed a certain type of way. Now you got to go inside that shit, do the energetic practice and stuff like that, and then actually clear that shit out. Now instead of being so angry, you're gonna have kindness, and as you have the kindness come through, you need to act off that kindness. And as you act off that kindness, you connect to higher shit that don't even fucking deal with your liver no more type shit. Because think about it like this, right? Some higher intelligences, right? They don't hate negative beings. They just don't want to be around them. So if your own energy is angry and hateful and closed off and fearful, I'm pointing to the back, that's the kidneys, and fearful and depressive with the lungs and shit, these higher Johns can't come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have because a lot of your so you can have multiple higher selves that are just your past lives, and inside those past lives, right, you could so pretty much the higher self will come from the fact that inside your past life, right, you achieved a super duper high state of consciousness, right? So because you achieve that high state, that's like, okay, I exist beyond time and space. That means you can now be that same higher self person helping yourself as a human, because you were able to see I exist beyond time and space type shit while you were that one being type shit. You know what I'm saying? So your past lives could be your higher self and help you out. Why do I mention that? Because your past lives that are super duper fucking smart can't come and help you out if you can't even think in a loving, kind, righteous, open, and gentle way. If you can't think in those kinds of ways, you can't even connect to you can't even connect to your past lives that are super duper advanced. You can't connect to the motherfucking spirit guys that are super duper advanced, because you yourself can't even think naturally in a kind, loving, X, Y, and Z way. So as you start to make your body healthy and stuff like that, whether it be with the foods you eat or energetically or both, because you could, like I said, you may eat somewhat healthy, but it's just energy wise, you got to clear your shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave the book for that. I got you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that stuff, right? Once you actually get your shit right, you're gonna naturally start thinking and feeling better, because your own natural intelligences that are more close to your personality are already healthy and thinking super duper high. Therefore, when the super duper high shit comes from like your past life higher selves, from different spirit guides and other beings that may not even be spirit guides, but they're just super duper intelligent, they can now come through and say, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? You trying to do this smart action, you trying to think this smart thought, and because you could already think like that somewhat naturally, you're gonna actually be able to follow those super duper high shits. Easy example, bro. It's like when you're super duper fucked up, you got like a fucking 200, but these super duper high thoughts are at like a 1,000. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting yourself right, you could get to like a 500, and those 1,000 thoughts, their lowest potential is at a 500. They can't go to 200 though. So when you at 200, you can't fuck with them niggas. But when you naturally get to 500 type shit, they can be like, okay, bro, since you at 500, we're gonna go down from 1,000, go to 500, and raise you up to 1,000 type shit. That's how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? And the second step also, observe how what you put in your body affects you. This don't even always mean food. It could be substances too, because some people get happy as fuck off the liquor. Some people get mad as fuck off the liquor. So you know what I'm saying? It could be, you know, do you smoke and connect to higher shit, or do you motherfucking smoke and get lazy as fuck? You know what I'm saying? Do you take these shrooms and trip the fuck out on some like negative shit, or do you take these shrooms and fucking see life on a whole different level and advance yourself? You know what I'm saying? So I don't even just mean with food. Observe how what you put into your body affects you. You know what I'm saying? Like with the meat thing, right? Some people gonna eat meat, get OD aggressive, angry, and just, you know what I'm saying? They're not good. You know what I'm saying? The meat is not good for them. But other people just eat the meat, you know what I'm saying? And they could just get powerful ass workouts. They feel a warrior like, but they're not all super duper angry and shit. They're just more like defensive and willing to be aggressive when need be type shit, because they just have that warrior spirit type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got them warrior ancestors or other intelligence that want to be warrior like. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. That's why I'm not gonna say eating meat is just super duper bad, because some people can eat meat. Like, I know a girl who eats meat and leave her body crazy as fuck, like better than me type shit, like times 10. You know, like she would fuck a lot of y'all up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a vegan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know, you can eat meat and still be on some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Oguri niggas eat dead bodies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit. I'm not, but they could do that shit and be on some fucking levitation shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? To each his motherfucking own. In conclusion, bro, nurturing your spirits and connecting to higher manners means to care for the non-physical intelligences that make up your body and exist in higher realms. As you care for these non-physical intelligences, they will be able to process information in a more intelligent way, which will lead to higher thoughts, emotions, and impulses that will be beneficial to you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That's what it means to nurture your spirits and connect to higher manners. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video. You could drop a comment. If you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe. Coaching is down below. Discord down below. Donations down below. Patreon down below. Everything is just down below. And I'm going to catch you in my next video. Peace.